Good afternoon, traders. It is Thursday, July 3rd, 2014, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Of course, it was a short session today. The markets closed 3 hours before the actual closing, and I gotta confess, I hadn't checked that. I didn't know. Suddenly I'm looking at the screens and, well, what's happening? Did I lose my data and everything else? I think I even talked about yesterday about action on Friday. I have to apologize. Those of us who are obsessed with markets sometimes walk around not realizing that the rest of the world does something other than trade. Yes, tomorrow is Independence Day and the markets are closed. And by the way, I am so happy the markets are closed. I really do enjoy having a day off and not having to deal with all this market stuff, because I do work at least a 12-hour day with trading and everything. But anyway, be that as it may, today did have the feeling of kind of a holiday market, pretty thin, and in reality, I didn't think too much was happening except, drum roll, the Dow took off like a rocket this morning and slammed right through that 17,000 barrier like it was nothing. So, yeah, my prediction held up. We definitely penetrated the 17,000 mark this week. The Dow did close up 92 points, but it was surprising to me just because maybe it was just our markets or something, but our markets really didn't do too much. In fact, we had a handful of kind of nasty stop outs shortly after the open, with markets that we were in started going south despite what the Dow was doing, and as a result we kind of had a mediocre day. We didn't, I don't think you could say we really lost money, but wasn't a great day. We closed out $3,854 negative, down almost $4,000 negative on our closeout trades. We are carrying close to $5,000 on open trade. So the open trade exceeds what we closed out, so by a little, few $100 anyway. Anyway, so I guess we call it a positive day. But the markets, quite honestly, in spite of these record-setting Dow today, the market didn't have a real good feel to it for me. And I'm also working with different software that I absolutely hate. I will be back to using our good software by next Tuesday, and it couldn't come sooner for me. Anyway, let's take a look at the charts. Okay, we're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average here, and I mean, this is quite a move. We had this big blast off 3 days ago, and what was that, 150 some points or whatever. Yesterday was a very narrow range consolidating, but I said yesterday, this was anything but a weakened market. This was just taking a breather for something that was going to happen later, and it happened this morning. Just look at this big move up. By the way, there was a very positive jobs report out today, and I'm sure that's why what they're saying caused this. But we had a very positive jobs report just a couple weeks ago, and it seemed to cause the market to sell off. So news is whatever you want to make of it. But anyway, this line, I don't have it because I'm using different platform, but this was the former red line was right here, and you can see we just charged right through it, and this market is going higher, and that will certainly bode well for us, even though today was not as great as I would have liked it to be. I'll show you just a couple markets. This was what was our problem today. This is in Yelp, and you know, the darn thing this morning gaps up a little and then immediately starts selling off, and we were stopped out of that, you know, close to the open. That does look like a pretty grim chart. Actually, we only lost a couple $1,000s in Yelp, but we had a handful of these, and this is what really took the wind out of our sail today. But not everything was quite that bad. We had, I'll show you, this was the best trade we had, and this is in Walter Energy, and we had bought this yesterday 1 hour into the day, and it took off very nice. It did pull back some before the close yesterday, but it really took off this morning. When we got out of this, we took nearly $6,000 out of Walter Energy, and if we hadn't had this trade, you know, we would have had a negative day today. But this is what kind of gave us a boost today. One really nice trade in Walter Energy. Anyway, that is the way it went. Listen, you guys have the greatest Independence weekend. I am going to enjoy my 3-day weekend, I assure you, and I'll be back online on Monday.